Hey guys, so we are here with Bella, and Bella is we think around 6-year-old quarter horse mare. She has some things that we want to work with her on. A little bit skittish, and it kind of doesn't have a whole lot of confidence in herself, I don't believe. But we're gonna see what we got. Um, okay, so we're gonna get her try to get her ready to get her feet trimmed. Her feet are a little bit long and she's kind of getting some duck feet going on there. So we want to see about picking up her feet. She's a little bit hesitant. She wants to move away and she gets a little bit nervous about it. So she knows that I'm talking about her. So anyway, so we're going to work on that and see if we can make that better. The very first thing that we want to do is when we go to pick a foot up, if their mind thinks about walking away from us and getting away from us, then we're going to have a hard time because they're going to start shifting their weight and they're going to start taking trying to put the weight back on the foot that we're trying to pick up. So we want to make sure that she can stay with us. If you look at her right now, you can tell that she's got other things going on out here. She's pretty worried about stuff going on, and it's a pretty big area. There's a lot of critters out here that they're going to have to kind of be on the lookout for. A lot of coyotes and mountain lion. Um, so she's trying to make sure that she's going to be okay. She's having to make that decision. She sees things out there, things move, she hears things, and you can tell she's got her focus over there. So first thing we want to do is just go ahead and get her attention. To get her to start being with us. So what we want to do is just start to get her attention. And I just want to see how easy I can get her attention. How easy can I get her to look back here and realize that right here with us is where she wants to be. That's what we want her mind to think. And that's no matter where we are. That's if we're out riding up in the hills, anywhere. We want her to be here mentally with us. Okay, so we want to have her understand that we are a leader that's going to completely take care of her. That's going to be completely the one that looks out for her all the time. She doesn't really know that yet. So that's why they stand really close. They're looking for comfort, not so much because they know we are the one that's really going to protect them, but they're looking for comfort in the being close together as far as numbers. So it's a little bit different than just having them know that they're going to completely trust us, completely know that we're going to do whatever we need to do to take care of them. So I'm going to go ahead and move her around a little bit because I want her to understand who the leader is. I'm also going to try to talk to her while I'm doing this. I'm not just going to run around and chase her around out here, but I am going to move her around and let her know that when she mentally leaves me, there's going to be a little bit more pressure on her. When she has her focus on me, there'll be less pressure on her. And that's going to help her to get more confident in me, which can bring more confidence in her. And hopefully she won't have to stand right next to me to feel that confidence. She can start feeling that confidence even if I'm here in the middle and she's out there by the edge. Okay. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and move her around. So the idea is not to chase her around, to chase her away from me. It's just to go ahead and make it a little bit more difficult when she doesn't have her attention focused on me. Now she's trying to, but she's still kind of wound up. So I'm just going to let her move a little bit and just kind of calm down and get some of that edginess off of her. So you can see when I move her, she kind of rings her head a little bit, and she doesn't like to be pushed that way. I don't have to push any harder than I need to. So if you kind of see, she wants to drop her head and she kind of wants to come in, but those are kind of wanting to come in on her own terms. She wants to she wants to just not run, but when she comes in, she still wants to be, she still doesn't have that confidence in me yet. I would actually like her to go around and go walk, like she can take it that I throw this rope out there. When she goes to take off, that's just her mind kind of getting hyperactive. She feels like she's got to, she doesn't understand, she doesn't really want to move. So I'm going to kind of get hyperactive here. And I'm just going to wait for her because I'm not really pushing her hard. I just want her to walk. For that, there's a little bit of a change right there. So the trying to talk to her in a way that she starts to understand that when she just relaxes, kind of gets out of her own head and starts to go into her parasympathetic nervous system, which is the nice mellow place in her life, she'll be okay. You could see I could come out here and I could move her around, and we could have her just tearing around in here. So you see that she didn't jump into that lope that time. There we go. I need to be able to just point. She thinks I'm asking way more of her than I am. And I want her to figure out that I'm not asking her to do anything but walk around. And if I can't get this to where she's mellow on the ground, then we're certainly not ready to go much further with riding or things like that. But this is going to really translate too into our how we pick up the feet. I'd like her to start walking. In fact, if she starts walking, I'm just going to let her walk. But right now, her mind is just kind of overreacting. So right now, if you look at her, she's bringing an ear back to me, and she wants to come in because she kind of knows, she sort of knows what that means. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's on our terms when she comes back in that she's just going to be, a subordinate horse or be able to listen. She kind of just wants to be here because that's how she's figured out um, to get the rest. So I'll let her catch her breath here because I'm sure she's huffing and puffing a little bit. Now we know that she would have already come up here and already been here. But if we look at the one thing is she's standing way back there. And I like that. Not because she's completely hooked on, but she's staying back because she's being respectful. Now she'll look a little bit over here, so we'll see if we can just take a few steps and get her attention back. Get her back to learning to just stay here. She goes and looks to the left, I'll walk over here to the right. See, if she's more worried about what's going on out there, then she does not see me as the leader yet. There we go. I want her to kind of look straight at me. Now she handled that a lot better. I didn't throw it out there that hard, but she handled that a lot better. See, she immediately went and licked and chewed. So she can start to handle the rope kind of getting thrown out at her. Good. Very nice. Licking a chew right there, head coming down. That's much better right there. It's a lot different than where she was. So I'm basically just trying to talk to her rather than yelling at her by chasing her around and saying, "You're going to run around if you don't come up here and stand right here." I'm trying to talk to her to let her know that I'm going to move you. If you stay here and you want to just stay right here and you want to be respectful, then you can stand here all day long. She doesn't have a problem moving. Some horses, have a problem getting going. They don't want to go. They're super lazy. I don't see a lazy horse right here, but I do see a horse that can get some anxiety. So much better. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to pick up some feet, play with them a little bit and see where she's at. Is she able to stay with us, or is she going to try to leave and put her foot down for right now? But I'm just going to kind of go this way so I can work on this foot right here. She is going to be a lot calmer next time because there was nothing super scary about what happened today. She did have to move around a little bit and she handled herself, but at the same time, nothing scared her, but at the same time, she learned that she has to do certain things. It's time that she kind of has responsibility that she's got to start to do these things so that we can do her feet and have to doctor her, and maybe one day, hopefully soon we can put a saddle up on her and get her to start understanding that it's okay to have that go on. So, um, but yeah, she did really well. Next time we'll do it on a little bit warmer day to where we'll put a little bit more pressure on her, and what we'll do is we'll bring her emotions up and then we'll bring her emotions back down, and we'll bring them up and we'll bring them down. We want her to start learning how to calm herself down when things aren't exactly the way she wants them to be. Whether that's being pushed from us or whether that's being scared of something else that's out there. We want to be able to have her understand how to handle that stuff. So a lot of that skittishness is going to go away, and she's just going to learn to be a great horse. So yeah, we got some videos we can do with her, and looking forward to it. We'll see you guys next time.